USA Today claims that now men are also facing biological time clocks. An author named Harry Fish wrote a book called The Male Biological Clock, the startling news about aging, sexuality, and fertility in men. That's right. And they're saying that now that men are also feeling the pinch to have kids. And this is something that I have never understood, why men have this desire to have kids outside of the context of being in a family. I get these calls from guys all the time. Guys who are anxious to have babies with their girlfriends. They're not even married. They don't even know if they're going to get married. And I say these guys are just not thinking, okay, because the legalities of that are potentially very devastating. The fact that a woman can run off with your child, then ding you every month for child support for 18 years. Why would any man want to do that? It makes no sense to me. And I can understand that guys want to get laid. And you know what? There are guys who get to a certain age where they'd like to live with somebody or even get married, all right? And I'll buy in. That's part of life. I know that happens. What I don't understand are guys who, like women, want to have babies without knowing who they're going to have babies with. You see, for me as a guy, I've always seen it as guys really aren't hell-bent on having babies. They may want to have a girlfriend. They may want to get laid. They may even want to settle down. But having babies generally isn't in the top three for guys. You want to settle down, and most guys understand the price of admission is going to be siring children. Ultimately, many men love their children and are happy to have had them. I'm not saying guys don't like their kids. I like kids, though I've, by design, never had any. I like kids. But I've never sat there alone, unattached to anybody, saying to myself, you know what? I need to keep the Leykis name going. I don't know who I'm going to do it with, but I need to impregnate somebody. Got to have a baby. That's it. I got to have kids. All this having sex with various women, drinking fine wines, traveling to all the nicest places in the world, you know, it gets tiresome after a while. A man wants to settle down into a life of Chuck E. Cheese and SeaWorld and Legoland. Little Knott's Berry Farm thrown in there. That's what men want. You kind of get tired of just going out all the time with the most beautiful women in the world, drinking the best wine, best tequila, taking great vacations, sitting in the front row of concerts. No. You want to sit home with Lincoln Logs and PlayStation 2, hang out with a kid. I don't know who I'm going to have a kid with, but I'm hell-bent on impregnating somebody. And I know there are guys like this. And I don't understand it. I mean, that's putting the cart before the horse. Most guys I know first want to get laid. Then they wouldn't mind having a girlfriend. Then they wouldn't mind moving in with her. Then, maybe, after a little kicking and screaming and procrastinating, maybe they wouldn't mind getting married. Some guys who have nothing to look forward to in life, they haven't bothered to educate themselves, they have very low self-esteem, they want to get married right away. 17, 18, they just want to get married. Because they know they're never going to be anything or go anywhere in life, so they just want to jump right in with both feet. They want to show their parents how mature they are. After their parents told them they were good-for-nothing bums, they show how mature they are by going out and getting married, even though they can't afford it, having kids they can't afford, renting an apartment or buying a house they can't afford, going deep into debt, getting divorced and paying child support forever and being like in indentured servitude for the rest of their lives. That's how they show how mature they are. But most guys do it in a certain order, right? Getting laid, having a girlfriend, moving in, getting married. Then after that, she says, why don't we have a baby? And you say, oh, what the hell, I knew this was coming. Or maybe after you get married and you have an idea what your son might look like because you know what your wife looks like, maybe then you might start thinking about it. But are there guys out there, and this is who I want to talk to this hour, guys out there, you are unattached. You have no wife, no live-in, no girlfriend, not even a specific woman in mind to do this with. You've just decided that you have to have an heir. You have to carry on the Jones legacy and make sure that that name lives on into the future. So you have decided that you need to have a baby. You don't know with who yet. But you've got that baby. Is there such a thing as a male biological time clock? Are there men out there who think, oh, my God, I've got to have a baby? Mike, on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, dude, it's not like, okay, I'm like a full subscriber of all the Tom Leykis everything, okay? You know, don't spend more than this on a girl, spend as little as possible, and usually that always works out pretty much it works out for the best. I'm not, like, worried about my biological clock or anything like that. I'm 23, and I'm going to med school and stuff like that, so I'm going to pursue my dream and complete it before I even decide to pursue a girl. But at the same time, maybe by the time I'm, like, 30, 35, yeah, I wouldn't mind having a kid, having someone to throw a football around with, and, I mean, I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'm arrogant or something, but I kind of consider myself a good-looking guy. I think I can probably get a good-looking girl whenever I get a certain age. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind to see what kind of kid the...
What if you had an ugly kid?
I don't think that's going to happen.
What if you did? By the way, I've seen plenty of ugly kids who are the children of good-looking parents. Usually that means moms have a lot of plastic surgery.
Well, I guess I haven't thought that far about it, but
maybe you should think that through.
Okay. Yeah, but whatever, dude. Okay, if he doesn't become a super good-looking guy, you get him to work. Guy, like, if it's a guy, he can, like, work out and all that stuff. If it's a girl, she can exercise and stuff, be skinny. That's not even, I don't know. That's not even
So your interest in doing this is what? Because you think you're good-looking and you're going to gift the world with someone else as good-looking as you?
No, I guess I don't really care about giving to the world. It's just like, I don't know, why not? It's something, like, okay, I guess I'm not that worried about, like, being alone for the rest of my life, and I'm not, like, you know, I'm no matter what happens, if I find a girl or not, I'm going to have a good time and live whatever, but if I find a chick, I wouldn't mind having a kid because, I don't know, why not? What's the bad part about it if I'm already doing well?
Well, first of all,
why not?
Well, I'm not saying that you should never do it. I'm simply saying I don't know why you'd want to before you know who the mother would be, or if you have a good marriage, or if you have a good home.
Oh, obviously, like, if I'm dating a girl and I don't like her, I'm not going to have a kid with her. It's not like I'm like, oh, my God, I have to have a kid.
Yeah, but you might marry somebody you like who's good-looking, and later on she turns out to take you for everything you've got, kidnap your kid, you're paying child support. You ever think about that stuff?
Well, yeah, dude, obviously. Well, my attitude's like this, man. I'm obviously only going to have a kid with someone that's, like, super cool and that I totally trust, that I could, like, share the kid with, like, and love the kid as much as I want to have it. But so, like, it's not like I'm going to go around scavenging for a girl to find that I will have a kid with. But when I find the chick, if I find the chick, if I don't run into a cool chick that I would want to have a kid with, then obviously I'm never going to do it. But I don't think that's going to happen. There's so many people in the world. Chances are, I mean, I get out there, I'll probably run into someone that's cool eventually. There's no, like, timeline with it. It's just going to, I don't know, wait till it happens.
All right, Mike. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Ron on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What's going on, Tom?
Not much, Ron.
Man, I need some advice, Tom, man. I wish, I got a friend that put me on to you, like, I say 5 months ago, man. I broke all the dang rules, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Then what happened?
Man, I'm stuck in a relationship.
Oh.
Yeah, oh. Yeah, man. And I'm a black man. Hey, I got to say this off the subject, Tom. Hey, man, black, white, African, Puerto Rican, whatever you are, man, you tell it like it is. Man. I wish I would have listened to you, man, 7 years ago, man. I would have never been in this situation now.
I wish you had, too. I'd be driving the Maserati by now.
I be driving a Lexus or something nice, man. Something nicer than what I'm in now.
Now, did she also get knocked up or what?
Yeah, she was knocked up. She was knocked up when I met her. You know what I'm saying?
But, you mean knocked up by somebody else?
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh,
it wasn't me.
And she's had the kid now?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The kid is actually 10.
10? So you've been with her for 10 years?
No, heck no, man. I was with her for 4, not 10.
Oh, okay. I thought you were with her when she was pregnant.
Nah, never that, man. Never that.
Okay.
I just came into the picture when I met her. I met her at a club, actually. But I don't know. What should I do? I already know what you're going to say, DTB, but God.
DTB, and you're paying somebody else's freight there, aren't you?
Yeah, man.
I mean, is the father of the kids any child support?
No.
No. So that means we know who's paying it. You.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Why would you want that?
I don't know. Because I care about this girl. I'm saying I really do, but at the same time, man, I want to have a kid, too.
You want to have a kid with somebody who has it with you?
Exactly.
So you'd like to be married to somebody else?
I didn't say married.
Let me tell you something, Ron. You don't want to have a kid with someone you're not married to.
Man, I don't want to get married till I get 67. I can have kids when I get 67.
You can.
Yeah.
You can.
They got Viagra out there, right?
That's right.
So I'm good.
You don't even need Viagra. I mean,
I know. I'm straight, but I'm saying if push come to shove, you know what I'm saying? I get to that.
Yeah. All right. So, you're staying there for how long? I mean, he's 10 now. How long are you going to stay there and pay the bills?
I was thinking, actually, I don't even know, to be honest with you. I can't even tell you a date. Don't even have one. So
you're just going to stay there indefinitely?
Never that, man. I guess what I'm asking, I already have a place. I kind of was listening to Tom Leykis. I already had 2 steps on that. So I already got a place to side. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying rent for another place.
So you're ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready. Man, I'm told you, I listened to Tom Leykis. You take one in, you listen to it. You'd be a dummy if you didn't. So, yeah.
Yeah, so you're ready to go now. All you need is a little push.
I'm ready to go like yesterday.
Well, you should do that.
Man, you say that. You say it like that's that easy.
Well, all I'm saying is that, look, there's, how much are you spending on somebody else's child every year? Let's start with that.
We'll say anywhere between, we rent everything you talk about?
Everything. How much does that cost you?
About $1,700.
A year?
No, a month.
A month.
Yeah.
So think about that. That's $20,400 a year.
I know.
$20,000. You know we have listeners who don't make $20,000 a year?
Hey, I'm sorry for them. They just got to get on the grind and work. You know what I mean? Nothing free. Everything
I know.
Right, you got to work hard for.
Well, you're right about that, and obviously you work hard, but you're giving up $20,000 a year.
Well, it's like this. Like, my dad wasn't there for me when I was little, you know what I'm saying? So how could I leave a child in a situation like that?
Because you're not his dad.
Yeah, true.
His dad left him, but you don't have to leave your kid, if you ever have one.
Yeah, I know that's the situation. I feel like I'm out. I need to have my own. You know what I'm saying? I feel, I don't know, kind of feel like I'm helping somebody, but I'm not helping myself.
Well, you got to start putting yourself first.
Yeah, God, dog. Yeah, I do that stuff, Tom. But little kids, you could say I'm a sucker for little kids. You know what I'm saying? Little kids is the foundation.
I love kids. I think kids are great. But you know what? Other people's responsibilities should be taken care of by other people.
Yeah. I don't know, Tom. I already know what you're going to say, man. So
you got the other place already. You're ready to go.
Yeah, I've been ready to go, man. I've been ready to go. You
go over there and spend a weekend and try it out for size.
Try it. Man, if I'm going to do the weekend, I might as well go active, go all the way and just 24/7 stay at home. I'm not just going to do the weekend.
All right.
You know what I mean? But, hey, Tom, before we hang up, I'm going to do it. I'm a DTB.
Really?
I'm going to do it.
For you. Jeff on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Hey, I just had one question. I love you, man. Anyways, why is it so important to be married if you have kids when, on one hand, you say that it's so important, not to be married. I understand, that there's no benefit to a man.
Well, I did say there are two benefits. One is to have children. Two is if you're with somebody, somehow you fell in love with somebody who needs a green card.
Yes, but
those are the two reasons.
But you're saying that if you're going to have kids, you need to be married. Where's the benefit there?
Well, the benefit there is, number one, to the kid.
Okay, so the benefit's to the kid.
But there's other benefits, okay? If you insist on having children, don't you want to be there when they're growing up?
Well, I'm a single father, and I am there. But due to the circumstances, I'm just single. A single father, the old problem.
What problem was that?
Just couldn't get along with the ex. Things just got worse and worse and worse over time, and so now I'm a single father.
And by the way, only 10% of men get custody. Was she a drug addict, a lesbian, or a prostitute?
No, well, I don't have full custody. We have 50-50. We share the wealth.
All right.
But I am there constantly for the kids. Whenever they need them, whenever they need me. And so is she. But we still don't get along to this day, but we do our best to make it work.
And how long were you together before you had a kid?
3.5 years or so.
Mm-hmm. You think that was long enough?
Probably not. And the pull-out method doesn't work.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I've been saying that for years.
Absolutely. It's just things were a lot better before the kids came. And I wouldn't say that they were the reason things went sour. It's just, it's water under the bridge. But I was just trying to figure out what the real benefit was to me to be married.
Well, first of all, I tell men not to get married or have children before age 25.
Yeah. Well,
secondly,
I was 27 when my first was born.
All right. So. Secondly, I tell guys not to have any kids until they've been together for 5 years. At least.
Well, I broke that rule, but I didn't know you then.
I understand, but that's what I say. Now,
I wish I did, goddammit.
If you're together 5 years, you have a pretty good idea whether that relationship is going to survive whatever comes along.
Absolutely.
Because an awful lot of marriages end after 5 years or less. So,
especially in Southern California, where I live.
No doubt about it, where people trade up like they trade up with automobiles.
I just came from Brentwood. I've seen the trade-up.
All right, there you go. And you're wishing you were trading up. That's the bottom line.
Always.
I know. So the benefits are, look, if you know you have a pretty secure relationship, which takes a lot of time to know, then if you have kids at that time, you have a better chance of being there for them all the time. And you know what? You don't always know when your kids need you. When they're not with you, they may need you, they may not know how to tell you, or they may not be able to get in touch with you. Or they may just cry themselves to sleep and you wouldn't even know it.
Yeah, I understand that. Even though I say I'm there all the time, fact of the matter is I'm there half the time.
That's right. And sometimes mom is there and that's enough, and sometimes it's not.
Yes.
And that's why I tell guys, look, if you have to get married, that would be a good reason. But really, there are very few other good reasons to get married for a man.
I haven't found any.
I recommend, and by the way, Jeff, are you going to have any more kids?
No.
Okay. So there's no need to get married again.
Hey. Okay.
Think about that. I just made your day there. Look at that.
You made it better.
All right, good. It's Mike on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
How you doing, Mike?
No, you're Mike. I'm Tom.
My fault. Long-time listener, man. You're the best.
Thank you.
The reason for my call is this is a situation. I'm 29. I'm a pretty successful guy. I want my kid to enjoy what I worked hard for, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the number one reason. That's my goal. I mean, if I'm marrying a good-looking girl that's smart, that's nice, that's good. If I don't, I don't. But the number one reason is to have the little kid enjoy what I worked hard for, man, to continue the legacy.
What legacy is that exactly?
My legacy, man.
What is your legacy?
What is my legacy? I mean, I've been a good guy all my life. I mean, I have good people around me. I have a good family. I mean, that's about it. I don't ask for too much, just have the good stuff in life and enjoy life.
Uh-huh. What do you do?
What do I do? I'm an investor. I invest in real estate.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And I got some inheritance. And I do all right for myself. I do pretty good. I live a decent life. And I want the kid to enjoy it.
What's the rush to have a kid?
No rush at all. I'm
Good.
29, and I'm still not going to get married until I find the right one. I mean,
good for you. And don't have any kids with the wrong one.
I'm sure going to try, man. That's why I listen to you, Tom. You're the man.
Glad to hear that, Mike.
Good. I have a question for you, Tom.
Yes, sir.
Don't you want a little Leykis to teach the next generation?
No, you know, I have many disciples out there who will carry on my work long after I'm gone. And, no, you know what? If there were a little Leykis running around, it would mean this Leykis wouldn't have as much time to do the good work he does. Because he'd have to take time out to take care of that kid. Oh, he hung up at the last second, for God's sake. Henry on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Yeah, hi. Can
Hi.
I speak to Tom?
All right, let me see if I can find him for you. The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Henry on the Tom Leykis Show.
Yeah, waiting for Tom.
Okay, hang on a second, please. The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Henry on the Tom Leykis Show.
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, my man?
Doing okay. How about you?
Oh, doing good, man.
How'd my crew do? Do they take good care of you on hold there?
Yeah, it was good. That's all right.
How many guys did you talk to?
Well, I think it was like 2-3 guys.
2 or 3 guys, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, I got a good story for you, Tom.
Okay.
Check it out, man. I've been with this girl for like 5 years now, right?
Yeah.
And she's a good woman and everything. She's just now I'm confused. She wants to have a baby and everything. I feel like she's pressuring me.
Well.
Oh my God. You know, she's
Well, why have you had a girlfriend for 5 years? That would make you 22 when you started. Why'd you do that?
Well, I don't know. I jumped off one relationship and got into another one.
That's very, very bad. You know, you need some time alone, Henry.
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know. Now she's like, you know, it's time to have a baby. Time to have a baby, and
Well, no, it's not time to have a baby. You're not married.
yeah, I'm not.
And
Well, it seems like I am. You know what I mean?
yeah, but that's not the same as being married. Otherwise, you'd be married.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my God. So she's
So why would you allow her to pressure you? Just say no and move on.
you know, it's like I want to do that. I guess I don't have the balls to do that.
Well, Henry, do you have the balls to pay 18 years of child support if things don't work out?
Oh man, don't make enough.
Well, that's what's going to happen, Henry.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, I gotta tell her, man. That's why I listen to you every day and trying to learn as much as I can and get the courage to tell her.
DTB, why do you need courage, man? I mean, it's your decision.
Yeah, I hear you.
You're the boss.
You know, she's a good woman and everything. She's you know, from Mexico, raised here, and you know, so
Well.
she's like the ladies.
In Mexico, people believe in getting married before they have children.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not even married, and she's asked me for a ring too.
Well,
And I haven't given her a ring either.
well, yeah.
You know?
Well, you don't want to get married, do you?
Nah, not really.
And you don't want to have kids either, do you? Not right now.
Well, you know, I'm from a Mexican family myself, and I do eventually, but not yet. I'm not
All right.
ready.
Well, then you're not going to do it until you're ready.
Yeah, you're right, Tom.
And here's my warning to you. If you tell her you're not having a kid and you stay with her, she'll find a way to get pregnant. Are you using condoms?
Nah, I'm pulling the pull-out method.
Oh, pal, didn't you hear the other guy call and say
Yeah,
that doesn't
I
work?
heard him. I know.
It doesn't work.
Oh, my God.
It doesn't work.
Yep.
I guarantee you she will get pregnant.
Oh, my God. I'm going to have to start wearing a parachute.
Well, I think you're going to have to take a parachute and jump out of the plane is what you're going to have to do.
You're right, Tom.
Henry, you got to do it.
Thank you, Tom.
Because I'm telling you, if she wants to get pregnant, she will.
You're right, Tom.
And there'll be nothing you can do about it.
Yep. I'm not ready. You're right.
And then you'll be stuck with her and a kid.
Oh, my God.
And you don't even want to get married.
Eventually. Not ready. Don't have the money to do it or nothing.
Right. DTB.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
DTV.
This is Michael on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Michael.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
I just want to let you know when that time comes and you're ready to retire, give me a call. You can adopt me.
Oh,
I'll take over your name and your and the teachings.
I'll bet you see that. You could move on with my legacy.
Yep.
You could purchase the entire Leykis 101 curriculum and my list of affiliates, and you just continue on.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Michael, thank you. Thinking about that. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Sam on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Tom?
Not much, Sam.
Hey, I'm 27, living in Washington. I got kind of a success story for you.
All right.
I grew up in Michigan. I went to school, got my degree. I'm a teacher. Decided I needed to move out, so I moved out here to Washington. Met up with this chick. She was really cool at the time. Dated her for about a year and a half. Decided I didn't mind if I had a kid with her. Went ahead and had a kid with her. Kept on teaching and all, and had another one. Ages 4 and 2 right now, and I just got custody of them. And I've always wanted kids. I wanted kids since I was 12, 13 years old.
Why wouldn't you want to have kids, though, in the context of a nuclear family? Why not?
Well, I wanted to have kids early.
Why?
I wanted to be able to do all the coaching and having all the fun.
But how much fun is it if you have to do it all yourself?
It's a lot of fun.
Really? And so how do you do your job and raise 2 kids?
Well, I'm a teacher, so I get off the same times that the kids do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there to pick them up, take them home. We go to the zoos, aquariums. I mean, it may not sound like fun like that to you, but...
Oh, no, I understand. That's what kids like, and I like kids. I have no problem with kids.
Oh, I know you love kids.
I've done these. The thing is, I've done these things with kids. I totally enjoy it. When you have kids, you have an excuse to go back and do things you did when you were a kid.
Exactly.
Which you wouldn't do otherwise. No, I completely understand it. I completely understand it. Now, well, where is the mother of these children?
She lives about 30 miles away.
Do you share custody?
No, I have custody. I have them about 80% of the time.
Does she pay you child support?
No.
Of course not.
Of course not. It's Washington State, dude.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But I've also protected myself. I've been paying for everything and keeping receipts. So all you guys out there, make sure if you're going to do this and you really want kids, you need to protect your assets, because I know Washington State guys never get the kids, and I had to fight tooth and nail, even with me being a teacher.
Do you have to pay her child support because she has the kids part of the time?
Oh, no. No.
Just checking.
Yeah. But, yeah, she doesn't pay anything. I take care of it all, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Good for you, Sam. I'm glad you're happy.
I am.
Thank you very much for the call. I appreciate it. It's Steve on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing? Long time, first time.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh, boy, where do I start? 31 years old, from Seattle. Been married 8 years. I have a 7-year-old son. Tell you what, Tom, I'm getting ready to head to the islands in Hawaii next month. My wife is pushing and pushing and pushing for another baby. And here's the situation. I went from construction worker 8 years ago to the tech field, about 6, as an entrepreneur. So I went from 5 figures to deep into the 6. And I love my wife. I love my kid. But being a person that's never had money to now having money, I'm kind of seeing a different angle. I'm seeing heads turn that never used to turn kind of my way. So now I'm in a situation where I'm not sure what to do. I got a decent-looking wife, but at this point, I've got a pretty good feeling that I could go up a notch. And because of that fact, I'm hesitant to have another kid. Although that's it's something that I want to do down the line. But in my situation, I'm not sure that's probably the best move to make.
No, it's not, because you'll end up paying child support based on your new higher income to your ex-wife when she's your ex-wife.
Yeah. And
by the way, you've been married how long?
8 years.
Well, Well, I don't know about Washington State because I'm not an attorney, but I've been divorced in California, so I know about California. If you hit that 10th anniversary, you'll be paying her alimony for the rest of your life.
Alimony?
Yeah.
Why is that after 10 years?
That's the way it's done. In California, here's the formula. And again, I don't know that Washington is the same, but I'm sure it's not much better. The way it works in California is the formula is you generally pay alimony. If you are with a spouse who makes less money than you do, you pay alimony at the rate of 1 day of alimony for every 2 years you're together. 2 days you're together. So in other words, if you're together 8 years, you got 4 years of alimony to pay. If you get up to 10 years though in California, they say, hey, it's been so long now that she's become dependent upon you, and therefore you have to support her forever.
Oh, lovely.
That's the deal.
So it looks like I got about a year and 8 months.
Well, you got to make it. Yeah, this is the time for the gut check, Steve.
Yeah.
This is when you have to do the gut check. I mean, are you prepared to pay alimony for the rest of your life if things don't work out?
I don't ever want to pay alimony.
Well,
child support is one thing, but alimony is completely another.
Well, does your wife make less money than you do? I'll bet she does.
She makes quite a bit less than I do.
Yeah, well.
There was a point in time where we made pretty much on par, but...
Let me clue you in, pal. Unless you've got a prenup, and I'll bet you don't.
There was no need to when we got married.
Well, but that's what everybody says. That's why I tell everybody you need one anyway.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, I do see.
Mm-hmm.
Although, at the time, I didn't anticipate where I'd be now.
But that's why I tell everybody. I don't care if you got nothing. I don't care if you don't have 2 nickels to rub together. In 10 years, you have no idea where you'll be. If you told me 20 years ago I'd be standing here making a 7-figure income doing a radio program in Los Angeles, I'd have laughed my ass off.
I'm in a tight spot, Tom.
Steve, you got to give it a good amount of thought. Maybe you want to talk to an attorney about this. Luke, real quickly on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How's it going, man?
I'm okay.
I've had a theory for a while that evolution is moving in reverse. I think we're kind of getting dumber in general, and I think that's the answer to your question today, because as you go up the evolutionary ladder, most of your actions are dictated by a conscious thought. As you go down the evolutionary ladder, most of the actions will be dictated by instinct.
Well, all I know is in my business, I'm banking on the public becoming dumber and dumber as time goes on, or I'm out of business.